As if you've got no heat in your Hummer H3, chances are your blend door is broke. And we had no heat in ours. The air worked, but the heat didn't. And we had our heater core flushed, thermostat, and all that checked, and it came back good. All the dials, the AC dials, these all worked, except for this one. It would only work on AC, it wouldn't work on heat. But the fan and the speed and all that, defrost, the selectors, they all worked except for putting it on heat. It would not put out heat. If it did put out heat, it was very, very faint, and you would only feel it, every now and then. It wasn't constant. It's just very, very faint heat, not enough to really keep you warm. So I took it to a shop, and they said that I needed an actuator. Okay. And they said it would be $400. They had to take the dash apart to do the actuator. Well, let me show you what the actuators are. These, if you're at your gas pedal and you look up, that is the actuator. There's actually three. There's one, two. There was one right here, and I'll get to that in just a second. So those little boxes I just showed you, those are the actual actuators. The bottom two control your temperatures. So they both have to be working. There's a little male and female gear. And the male gear, you can see it turn if it's working correctly. The female gear side of it is connected to your blend doors. So I went and bought those boxes. Those little actuators are cheap. They're like 20 bucks a piece or something. I started replacing them, and the bottom right one I took it off, and there was a hole. And the female gear wasn't there. It was missing. I'll try and put a picture to show you what it kind of looked like. So with that gear being missing, that actuator could not turn the blend door to make it, hot. Alright. So that's why I wasn't having heat. And the actual way to fix that is you have to take this whole dash off. You have to take the center console, the dash. There's an air box right behind the radio. Behind the radio, there's a bar. It's part of your, frame of your car. But there's an air box right behind it that all your vents connect to. And that box alone is like 150 bucks from GM, but it's discontinued. You can't just buy an individual blend door for a Hummer. You have to buy that whole box, and it's discontinued. So, and they want to charge an arm and a leg to tear the dash apart. And I don't want to tear the dash apart, so I'm going to show you how I did this. Okay, we're back here under the car, under the dash, near the pedal. If you look up, like I said, that's where the actuators are. I have an actuator here. The actuator itself went right here, and what I did was I removed it. See, there's like 3 bolts on each actuator. See, there's 1, 2, there's a third one here, and this was where the hole was. I've got it taped up, and I'll tell you why. But you take that actuator off. Okay, that actuator was set there. You take that off, right? You'll see the hole, if you have a hole. If you don't have a hole there, and you still have the female gear, then chances are your actual little box is bad. But if you have a hole, because this is a common fail point, what I did was I took a Dremel and I cut around it. I cut from the screw hole up to the hole that the blend door female connector stuck through, and I cut down and made it like a triangle, big enough to get my hand in there, right? Because the blend door had fell flat down. So all I did was stick my hand in there. I took the blend door and I set it straight up vertical like that through the hole, and lined it up where it was supposed to be. And it's stiff enough in there that it'll stay propped up. Okay, so the blender needs to sit vertical, and line it up with the hole where it's supposed to be. And then all I did was take some T-Rex tape and tape back over the hole to keep the box sealed. And this doesn't have to, you can let this dangle. I tucked it under the carpet, and I taped it to the side with T-Rex tape. I use T-Rex tape because it's super strong, and it lasts really good in the elements. It hasn't moved, and make sure it's plugged in. Now guys, this is the best part right here. Are you ready? I have working heat and I have working AC. So I have super hot heat, I have super cold AC. Just from doing that, right? That took like about an hour of my time, and I didn't have to take it nowhere. I didn't have to take the dash apart. I don't have to go in there and readjust it if I want the AC or the heat. I don't have to do any of that. Just by that blender being vertical, that one blender, I have ice cold air and I have really hot heat. It'll roast you out of the car. Okay? And you can still use your selectors and make it, defrost floor, all that, and it's still the same temperature throughout. So guys, I hope this is a easy, helpful video for you, and maybe can save you some money, because if you're watching this and you've got a Hummer H3, I feel for you, because there's lots of little quirks and there's hardly any parts and people can't get parts, and it's aggravating, but they're fun to drive. So maybe this will make your life a little easier, at least keep you warm in the winter, right? Alright, till next time.